Hello everybody and welcome back, and as you may know, Season 6 of Apex Legends is approaching, so it would only be the right thing to do is to recreate something from personally one of my favorite games. So without further ado, we're going to recreate one of Caustic's Nox traps from Apex Legends. In order to make this project, we're going to need some supplies. So we're going to need some of this, and that. Alright, got it? Good. So to start off, we're going to get 2 container lids, which in this case, these came from 2 mayonnaise containers, and we will set these off to the side. We then will get a smaller container with a diameter just smaller than the larger lid. These two will be connected eventually, but before we do that, let's go ahead and cut the small container to a shorter size. We'll go ahead and mark about an inch down and cut accordingly. As you can see here, we basically just cut the container to a lower depth, all while being flush with the bottom lid piece. And since we have all our cutting tools out still, we are essentially going to do the exact same thing as before, but in this case with a cornstarch container. This one will be cut about 2.5 inches from the top, and when we are finished, we will end up with a small little tube. We then can use this as a reference for our larger mayo lids and mark the diameter with a pencil. With our guides, we can begin to cut out an inner circle that we just traced. In this case, I used a wood burner and slowly melted away the plastic ring, also being as careful as possible. Now, this wasn't the most effective and efficient method, but it still got the job done. Also, as a small life hack, when my wood burner got too much melted plastic on it, a bunched up piece of tinfoil is an effective way to remove any gunk on it. Just remember to wear gloves. Once we cut the center out of both the plastic lids, we'll just smooth the inside out to ensure the inner canister can slide freely within. Here is the basic design we have so far. Once we have all our parts cut to the right shapes and sizes, we can put those off to the side and begin working on the detail of the trap. We can first start by getting the 2 large lids with the centers removed, along with the small top portion we cut earlier. We'll slap these with a metallic bronze spray paint, and now the build is actually starting to look somewhat familiar. Then we can move to the inner portion, which in this case is our cornstarch container. As far as painting goes, it will be completely painted red, and then once that dries, a strip of tape will be added to the center, and then the whole thing will be repainted black. And as you can see here in this next part, I fit it inside of its base, and when I removed the tape, it was a complete disaster. So I decided to leave it as it was and touch it up later. Then we can go ahead and add some small little portholes, which I lined with some thin plastic and painted green. We will set that off to the side and grab some of our pieces we made earlier. We will then assemble them, and when I say assemble, I mean glue 2 and 2 together to make the top of the trap. Then we'll get some popsicle sticks, which have been angled, and glue them parallel to the very top of the lid. I'll put those outside and paint them our same bronze color, and while that dries, I got 2 small pieces of popsicle stick and glued them together and painted them black. As you can see, when it attaches, it completes the handle grip of the trap. Once we do that, the basic locked position of the trap is complete. Now the only thing left to do is add the bag itself, which carries the caustic gas. To do this, we can use a simple black trash bag and inflate it with air. To do this, we'll use a plug-in pump, which I do have to say, this thing is older than me, and I'm sure there are much better ones available now that are probably way less bulky, probably cordless too. However, for the sake of this video, we will use this dinosaur. So for this part, I'll first attach the pump hose to the end of the bag and fill it up. And as you can see, the bag inflates in a strange shape, so we need to fix that. This can easily be fixed by tying the top with some masking tape. The goal here is to basically make a simple tube shape. This was again accomplished with some specifically placed masking tape. Now that the basic shape is sorted out, we can move on to the detail and decoration part of the build. Basically, we are just going to spray paint the bottom portion red and do a small detail paint on the masking tape with some black paint to make it look like black securing belts. Finally, I attached the top lid to it and placed it inside the base, switched on the pump, and there we go. Thank you everyone so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this one. I have much more videos planned for the future, so as always, remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and let me know what your ideas and what I should make next.